Every once in a while, you know, occasionally, I hallucinate. And no, I'm not talking about some drug experience. I'm talking about something much deeper than that. A wise man once said, vision without execution is hallucination. And I think we all find ourselves here occasionally. We get so caught up in the dream of where we want to be that we end up doing nothing because we are busy dreaming. And the dream state is not necessarily a bad state. In fact, a lot of big ideas can come from it. It just depends on what you do with those ideas. And over the past few months, I've been debating about what to do with this channel. But now, I think the answer is pretty obvious.
And as you've probably seen over the past 3 or 4 months, I haven't really posted much. And the videos I have posted weren't really dealing with the FJ or the Baja or whatever. It's just kind of videos I kind of just wanted to create. And there's a reason for that. But first I'm gonna explain why I kind of look the way I look right now. I was literally fighting off porcupines last night. First they were eating boots, we think, and then maybe eating something on the FJ, and then it sounded like they were eating something on the Baja. I don't really know what was happening. But part of the story is, I'm just up here for a night in a state forest, testing out the Baja, making sure everything runs correctly, getting everything figured out so I can finally release it to you guys, because there's still some stuff that needs tweaked and it's not ready for a full trip yet, which I want to do later this fall. And that's actually one of the first reasons why I haven't posted much. I've gotten to the point with this Baja project where I'm like, it has to get done. And it's been a 1.5 years of just fixing this, fixing that. And I really want to get out this year and do a big solo trip. Chances of that happening are, I wouldn't say slim, but they're getting slimmer because it's getting closer to the trip and we're still finding more issues with this thing. At the current moment, I have a love-hate relationship with the Baja. It seems like it's honestly just like a child that's having a constant temper tantrum. There's always an issue that needs to be fixed and it's really a pain in the butt. But I am excited to use it, and even just going out for one night like we are right now, it's actually really enjoyable just to kind of finally use it, even though it's not done right now, but be able to use it and just, you know, take it out and put it through its paces and do what it's meant to do. But I think over the past few months, I've kind of lost the vision for the channel, and I kind of wanted to take a month break. And as usual in July, I did not post anything. Usually that happens because I'm taking a lot of trips with friends and stuff that doesn't really warrant a video because it's not necessarily about overlanding all the time. And that's usually a month where it's just like, I need to kind of get a creative refresh, think of some new ideas and come back at it. And I do have a lot of ideas for this fall, including the Baja and the FJ. And I want to make that clear. The FJ is not going away with this Baja. This Baja is built for, I would say, longer distance travel, and it's just going to be state forest roads, nothing crazy. It's not like we're going to be rock crawling with the Baja, because you'll understand when you see it. It's not built to be a rock crawler per se, but it is still fun to get out on stone roads and just, you know, have fun driving it. But yes, what I plan to do with this channel is do one, I would say, bigger video per month, and that would probably be like a trip video or like a topic where I really dive into and like make it really interesting. And then one sort of video that's just kind of like, I don't know, like a vehicle walk around or something that kind of showcases something on one of the vehicles. And I'm doing that because I really want to get more into storytelling and really showing people about vehicles, about people, about places. And I don't know, that just really excites me. And I think that's what I just enjoy doing, is going out, doing a trip, even if it's for like 3 days, doing a trip, getting footage, putting that together and showing you guys. So that's essentially kind of what this channel is going to be. It's not really going to change much, but I do want to come back and kind of bring clarity to what actually is this channel, because this channel is outbound intent. I'm always intending to be outbound, going somewhere. And that's kind of what I haven't done over the past year because of the Baja, because that thing has been sitting in the shop. It's been on my mind constantly, and that's all I want to finish up. And now that it's coming to a close, it's like I can finally go out to places that I want to go and places I want to show you guys. And if you guys didn't know, I'm located in southern PA, so there's some beautiful land out there. Obviously, southern PA, it's kind of flat, kind of boring, not crazy mountains, but up here in northern or western PA, it's a lot more beautiful. But yeah, I want to travel to other states a lot and really get out and see a lot of new things on the East Coast, but also we really want to get out to the West Coast soon. And that will be something coming to the channel soon. getting out to the West Coast. Haven't really put that into play yet, but it will be very soon. You know, talk is cheap, I guess, so it doesn't really matter what I say right now. But what you should expect from me is probably, I'd say 2 to 3 videos per month. And like I said, it's gonna be a long form video, shorter form video, and whatever else I decide that month. And the reason I'm not gonna be doing the weekly posts anymore is sometimes I find myself getting in this rut where it's just, you're creating a video just to create a video. And sometimes I look back on the videos and I'm like, wow, that wasn't really helpful to anybody. And so I want to create content that's really helpful to you guys. And we'll probably dive into some future plans with the rigs and kind of where else we're going, you know? We're gonna figure that out.
All right, and now a quick little update on the vehicles. As you can see right now, I am sitting on the Baja tailgate, so it runs. And I've been driving it almost every day now, and there's still a few things I gotta figure out. One, it's running really rich still. Today, I just put a mass airflow sensor in, and it seemed to actually help it a little bit. I'm still getting a little rich, and my fuel mileage is terrible. I'm getting like 17.5 miles per gallon on the highway, and at home it's probably around like 16.5 to 17. It seems that whenever I get on the gas, it just starts adding more gas and it just dumps it. And I've started to get codes that say it's running lean, which is quite opposite of what's happening. So I'm not really sure what's happening there. It's kind of confusing me, but I'm gonna kind of keep replacing a few things here and there and see what's going on. The second thing is, you can probably tell, is there's no plastics on it right now. And that is because the roof rack is getting powder coated. The roof rack is done, it just needs powder coated, and then I need to install it. And from there, that's where it gets exciting. I can put the tent on, I can put Rotopacks on, I can put MaxTrax on, whatever I need to put on. It has those nice Molly panels, fit everything I would need. And because that roof rack is still out, the interior is not back together because I need the headliner to come down, and so I can put all the bolts in. And it just kind of stinks because with the Bajas, everything is tied in through the headliner, so it's kind of top down. So if I need to get the headliner off, I need everything else off. It kind of all goes together. But that's fine, that won't take too long to put back in once the roof rack is done. And also once the roof rack is done, I need to build this rear deck system. As you can see right now, it's just empty. There's actually a tire sitting behind me. But I wanna have a deck system that's gonna hold my secondary battery and all my wiring and everything I need, and also my tools and waterproof cases to have like stuff for cooking and just normal camp stuff. And then I'll still have room to kind of put stuff on top of the deck. And as you can see, I literally have 17 inches of height in the bed, so there's really not much to work with. It's just enough for what I need. And in 2 weeks, I will be in Virginia with this thing. So hopefully the roof rack will be on and the plastics will be back on and the interior will be back together. The other stuff doesn't matter as much, is not as critical. But I am getting down to the wire with that and a few other things because this thing is still not in perfect condition. And it's been about a year and a half, probably a year and 3/4 we're coming up on. Which is fine. It's a work in progress, but I'm excited to get this thing out this fall. And then I want to get into the FJ because there's some things I want to do with the FJ. The FJ has kind of been sitting in the background for the past year, and I'm really excited to kind of dive back into that. The first thing I've been talking about for months is the 60% seat delete. I've been talking about that, and right now I'm kind of planning it out and drawing it out. And I have plans for another battery and, you know, more storage space, place to sleep, things like that. I'm excited to show you guys that. The other thing is a roof rack. I know the same guys that built the roof rack for this thing will be working on a roof rack for the FJ. I'm excited to show you guys that. That will be probably sometime this fall, maybe early winter, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm excited for that because, like I said, I hate how the current roof rack sits. It's way too high. It's not really built for what I'm using it for. Other than that, the FJ is pretty well set up. I want to go back into suspension a little bit, look at that. There's some creaks I'm hearing, nothing major, but I do want to get that ready for a fall trip, which will be coming up later this year. We did one last year in Maine. That was like my favorite trip ever. I'm excited to go do something like that again and finally just get back into just going out and doing things. I know I've been distant for the past month and a half, but I'm really excited to get back into it and really just film content because that's what this channel is about. I don't want to be dealing with vehicle issues all the time, but hey,
maybe that's what's gonna happen with this thing. But who knows, you know? Who knows? We always have the FJ. So anyways, if you have anything that you want me to cover or anything else you want me to kind of go over or plan, put that down in the comments below. And like I said, I am pumped for this fall. I'm so pumped for this fall. It's been a long time coming to kind of get everything done and just start doing what I want to do with this channel. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.